I don't see his belly button.
Ya te di las reglas en el camerino. Protéjase todo tiempo y obedeces mis órdenes todo tiempo. I gave you the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. This belt here is a little thick. Anything above this line is illegal. In the words of Mills Lane, in honor of Mills Lane, let's get it on.
That was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Beautiful by Ricky Gonzalez to honor Mills Lane, one of the greatest referees the sport has ever known, and use his signature catchphrase here at Madison Square Garden. Mills passed away this week, a beloved figure in the sport, and he would always say, let's get it on. So let's do that in honor of Mills. Round number one, Lopez and Martin. You heard Teofimo Sr. complain about that belt on Martin, saying feels a little high, can't see the belly button. Gonzalez noted the mark that he'll be looking at for the body shots.
Just continue to pay attention to that left hand down to the body that Martin's going to try to land on Teofimo Lopez.
He already took a shot. I'm talking Martin to the chin of Teo. He missed it, but you could tell that's where he's shooting his shots.
Martin told us in the fighter meeting that no one has ever attacked the body of Teo, and that's going to be his focus in this fight tonight.
Remember in the shocking loss to George Kambosos, when Teofimo had predicted a first-round knockout, came out overly aggressive, did land some big rights. It was a right hand upstairs that scored the knockdown in round one. That was a very different Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez that was fighting through a major medical issue.
Lopez made it very clear in our fighter meeting that he doesn't struggle with southpaws. In fact, he said, I like fighting southpaws. I have no problem with them.
Became the undisputed champion of the world against one back in October of 2020. Lopez coming into punch combination. Martin getting off to that left side, away from that left hand.
That's the difference between Mikey Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. Lopez is a lot more explosive than Mikey Garcia, the biggest win on Sandor Martin's record.
You heard Mark Kriegel say earlier that he spoke to those in the Garcia camp. They say discount everything that you think about that fight. That was not the Mikey Garcia that we've ever known. There was a clash of heads, as is often the case between a southpaw and orthodox fighter in an instance like you just saw, both coming in.
Both coming in to land a power shot.
That's
the backhand is the most important shot for both fighters. Heads lining up exactly on the same line.
Good right hand from Lopez. Good check hook that grazed the forehead of Lopez from Martin.
Nice double right hand from Lopez right there. Short one, then another short one right after.
You know how easy Teofimo Lopez gets into the promotion of a fight, the hype, the gamesmanship, the brash and bold statements. And this week, Sandor Martin had a hold up to the mind games of Teofimo Lopez. Here's a glimpse.
Ah!
Like a kiss?
He make this because he are insecurity in this moment to claim attention to the people. Hey, I'm here, I'm the champion. I think he's a good boy, but his mind is weak. He's crazy, I'm more crazy than him. The problem is for him, for his masculinity. That's a psychological game plan.
You think you got to him?
Yeah, of course. I control his mind in every moment. In the 3 days of face-off, everything that I wanted, I do it.
Teofimo Lopez, there was that clash of heads in the first round.
Martin shooting a jab, coming in right behind with his head, leaning forward, looking for the backhand. Getting the worst end of that head clash right there.
And with that, there is a cut right on the top of the nose of Martin.
Hurt.
And
Down.
that is being scored a knockdown.
Check right hook. Check right hook.
So a knockdown scored by Martin here early in round 2.
The same check right hook he landed in the first round.
And a check right hook he had success against Mikey Garcia with.
Those are two things that he has, that check right hook and that straight left hand down to the body or upstairs. And the reason why he lands it is because Teo, when he attacks, he doesn't pick up that lead hand. There's a ton of exposure right there when he steps in, looking for the right hand.
That shot gained instant respect from Lopez, and you know that because he's not rushing in as easily as he was in the first round and a half.
So Martin gets out in front here. Southpaw right hook scores the knockdown against the former champ. See the bridge of the nose. You can see what that clash of heads did in round number 1.
All right, now Martin is choosing to exit on the strong side right now. He's battling that right hand. He doesn't mind because he has that lead check hook that he likes to throw.
Martin doesn't seem to be bothered by the blood on the nose that's trickling down.
Slick defense right there. That's something Teo is really good at, is landing that left hook over the top with his foot on the inside.
Looks like Martin has a cut on the nose and a nosebleed, if I'm not mistaken.
Woo! No, you're not.
Straight left
Nose
hand
is
right
bleeding,
there.
and plus there's the cut on it. Bernardo.
I spoke with Rafael Martin, who's the father of Sandor, and he told me it's going to be tough to deal with it because of the inflammation that's starting to happen on the right eye.
Yep, the swelling always becomes a very significant part of any time you have the injured nose, especially around the eyes.
And he better not blow his nose, because then the swelling will.
That'll worsen it. That is from a clash in round 1. The big story right now is the knockdown scored by Martin here in round 2. Third time, as you see in Lopez's career. Of course, it happened downstairs at Madison Square Garden, the Hulu Theater, against George Kambosos on that stunning night when he lost. Got a couple good looks at that knockdown scored by Martin in the second round as he drew Lopez in with the check right hook, Timmy.
Yeah, check out the step back game right here. Beautiful step back. Little grazing shot right there on the head of Lopez. Lopez wasn't affected by that shot at all. He was a little off balance. You see that lead hand of his is down as he's throwing the right hand, off balance, and Martin making him pay and scoring a knockdown.
So the punches last round, very limited work by Martin, but he scores the knockdown with the southpaw right hook. The thing most affected is the nose of Martin from that clash of heads in round 1. Boy, you got a really close look at what they're trying to do. You can start to see the swelling and the discoloring of the right eye. You can see what appears to be, we don't have confirmation obviously, but what appears to be a break up top, a contusion, a cut as well on the bridge of the nose, and then bleeding coming from the nose. There's that right hook again that he tried to land.
Yes, he is, because Lopez is coming the same way with his left hand down reaching in with the right hand. Martin is under his feet, meaning he's set to punch, and that's exactly what he does. He shoots the right hook.
Woo! Straight left hand right down the pipe for Martin.
That time he steps forward.
The reason Lopez is getting hit is because he's walking right in front of Martin. He's palm with the jab, and he's coming the exact same way every single time. I don't see energy. I don't see feints. I don't see different looks or any creativeness to the offense of Teofimo Lopez right now. And Martin realizes that as well.
I just love Martin's tactics right now. Oh, nice little left hook right there from Lopez.
Left hook came off like a whip.
He sure did. But the tactics, that step back, is what's causing all the problems for Lopez. When you step back, you make your man fall short, and then you make him pay. Beautiful work right there from Martin.
Both fighters exchanging single big shots, one after the other.
And then right after Martin to change the angle. He just not staying directly in front, just small steps to the left and the right. Good combination right there from Teofimo Lopez, taking advantage of Martin being close to those ropes.
And Martin tries to answer. In fact, he does.
Does that time and again. Saw that in the Garcia win as well.
That's psychological warfare.
Yes,
Those are sending
much.
messages that I'm not here to take a payday, and if you hit me, I'll hit you back.
And it also looks good to the judges as well because you're returning fire. You're taking some, but you're also returning fire.
Teofimo probing with that jab, tried to shoot it downstairs to the body. Intriguing main event here. The drama with Martin having already scored the knockdown. Teofimo Lopez told us yesterday going to the body is going to be key to slowing down beating Sandor Martin. Started round 4. Lopez with 16 body connects to this point.
And this is also a good time for Lopez to use his God-given ability, his speed and quickness. Don't load up on every shot because Martin is waiting for you to lunge to try to catch you with that right hook that he just missed a few seconds ago.
He's constantly sitting on it, waiting for you to do that. That's what scored the knockdown in round 2. Lopez with a 22-17 connect advantage at this point. You just saw the CompuBox statistical analysis that shows that he's a little bit below his typical average output.
Well, Martin is given a very little opportunity to land offense because of that step back. Well, besides that right hand right there, Martin.
Timed that well, didn't he, Timmy?
Yes, he did.
Beautiful 1-2 from Lopez.
Now he closes the gap and there's a straight right hand. And then Martin ties up.
Lopez knows now what he has to do. He has to trap and corner Martin. Every time Martin gets against the ropes, along the ropes, you see Lopez explodes with offense. Just piling up points.
Not a lot of fighters in the game that has the explosiveness and quickness as Teofimo Lopez, and it's powerful.
Saw exactly what you saw, and he yelled out to Sandor, do not let him corner you because that's where he's effective.
Rafa Martin, the father of Sandor Martin, also handling the cuts, which is quite a task tonight considering the damage done to that nose in the first round.
Ooh, nice right hook right there to the midsection from Martin.
Both of these fighters are landing punches, and neither are throwing a jab at the moment. It's a jab right there as I speak, but consistent jabs.
But Teo don't really use the jab all too often when he's fighting southpaws.
No, I got it, but it doesn't mean he shouldn't have.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he doesn't use it. He'll look to knock down the lead hand, then strike with the right hand.
But that works until it doesn't.
Yeah. He'll step his foot inside. He'll come around with the left hook.
And Lopez has a really good jab. Powerful, quick, accurate when he wants to throw it. Good body shot.
Yeah, right hand goes underneath in the final moments here of round 4. Then back to the check hook. And look at the nose continuing to come. The blood from the nose of Martin. Beautiful holiday scene of MSG of Top Rank Boxing on ESPN, presented by AutoZone. Each and every year we come here for the annual Heisman Night card. They hand out the hardware up the street. Went to USC's Caleb Williams. And fight on for victory is the call to order for these two. Teofimo Lopez trying to fight on now at 140 pounds and reclaim his status as a world champion. Sandor Martin trying to fight on and keep the momentum going, having won 11 consecutive fights, including sending the 4-division world champion Mikey Garcia into retirement. Round 5, as it stands now, Lopez has a 33-26 connect advantage. He's thrown 159 punches to Martin's 82. Blood flowing right from the nose of Martin onto his chest.
Yeah, that nose will not stop bleeding.
No.
Concerned it may be broken. You see the mouth of Martin wide open. That means that he can't breathe out of those nostrils.
Nose isn't shaped the same way it was just a half an hour ago.
It's not.
And now you hear the chant from the New York crowd for the Brooklyn-born Teofimo Lopez. Martin tries to fire that backhand, the power left hand. Lopez returns.
Lopez now has starting to find his rhythm. He's starting to touch Martin a little bit more each round.
Got to slow down the mover a bit.
Martin landed that right hook, but he slapped it. If he turned it over and closed his fist, he might have done some damage.
As he did in the second round, when he really timed it perfectly. Lopez was coming fully forward, and he got that check right hook just on the top side of the head and scored the knockdown.
It's not easy fighting with a nose that's constantly bleeding, one that might be fractured, and one that you can't breathe out of.
Step back, step back.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be bothering anytime he gets hit on it. Ooh, right hook right there. Didn't look like much, but it definitely got Teo's attention.
That stood him right up.
Yep, you saw Teo shake it off. Saw him give notice to Martin, which tells you it gave notice to him.
And it allowed him to exit, to get out of range.
Trying to target that right hand to the body. Now he closes the distance and is able to fire it off.
And that's what you do. You see that explosiveness? from Teo, and you see the straight right hands down to the body now and chest area of Martin.
Yet another checked right hook as Lopez came in against Martin. End of 5. Let's listen in to father and son.
This is round 6, okay? Okay. Halfway, bro. Listen to me. He don't want to be there.
He's tired.
He's tired. You don't see him, boy? He's like a cat.
Yeah.
You're not doing what I'm telling you to do.
I gotta go lower.
Yeah.
You gotta punch it lower.
Exactly. Stay low.
Yeah.
And then when you hit him with the to the body, then double jab, shift. You gotta shift. You're not shifting it. That's how you're gonna get him. All right, come on. Give me a good performance. Come on, bro. Use your hands. You're not using your hands.
One father imploring his son to listen to the strategy and to put it forth. The other trying to stop the bleeding of a damaged nose as we begin round number 6 of our 10-round, 140-pound title eliminator. What did you think of the messaging from Teofimo Sr., Timmy?
His father he just needs him to step it up. He's saying, what's going on, man? You need to put on the show. That's it. That's all it is. He's just trying to motivate. He's saying, come on, you need to get after it, son. Let your hands go. Corner this guy.
I don't see Lopez in a rhythm. I see him biding his time, watching, looking, and relying on his gifts, which is his explosiveness and quickness. Sometimes it lands, oftentimes it doesn't. But because he doesn't have a rhythm, he's got another veteran on the other side of him in Martin that can time him and that can pick up on his movements.
Timing has been critical to Martin.
And Lopez has creativity. We've seen it when he gets in a good groove and he's feeling good. He needs to do that now. And he doesn't have to throw hard with every punch that he throws. He doesn't have to throw hard. Just shoot the shot and land it.
I'm falling in love with fighters, Dre, that have that cold step back game like Martin and Bivol. I'm noticing that when you have that step back game, you make these guys fall short, these counter punches fall short, it throws them off, completely off. Nice comeback right there from Teofimo Lopez. Knew the counter was coming from Martin, but stayed close enough to get his own counter off.
And that was the right hand.
See, the thing is, his tail's gonna have to take some. Martin is like a cat. He gets in and he gets out.
Right hand to the body from Lopez. Still trying to corral him, find those opportunities.
It's a big step, a lot of effort for Lopez trying to land the big shot. He doesn't need to do that. Throw the double jab, slide your feet, use your athleticism, and let your shots go.
Let the jab help you. That was behind the head. Look at the warning from Gonzalez here.
But got hit with that right hook again.
Dre, to your point, and here it is. Here's what happened just moments ago. Lopez has only landed 11 jabs. We're in the final seconds of round 6. And a spark here as they trade to close out round 6.
That's how you finish a round, bro.
Lopez, you see the head clash right there on both fighters. You see the damage that Martin suffered from that head clash. And there's a knockdown right there. Didn't look like much. That's round 2. That built a lot of confidence in Martin. You see ebbs and flows. Both guys trying to land their offense. You know, Martin is slick, man. That step back game that he has is giving Lopez some problems. But if Lopez, as soon as he steps on the gas and Martin gets on those ropes, that's when Lopez has success.
Those are the numbers through 6 rounds. Round number 7.
Lopez needs to continue to put Martin along those ropes, and he needs to keep him there and work those hands.
Winner here will eventually be the #1 mandatory challenger. 2 different organizations, the BO and the WBC. So a title shot opportunity that could develop in 23 for the winner here.
Ooh, nice shot right
crossing
there.
that line. That is not a knockdown.
Rushing in, lead hand down. Those are bad habits. That was never fixed in the gym.
You could see on that replay that was scored no knockdown, but you could see on that replay that the right hook again did land.
It looked good to
as
me,
Lopez
Jess.
came in.
That's a judgment call from the ref. He did kind of cuff him at the end of the right hook, but that looked pretty clean to me. I didn't see if the legs got tangled up. We didn't see that angle, so I would need to see that to speak emphatically, but that angle, it looked good.
But again, the check right hook.
And the adjustment has not been made, and here we are in the 7th round. Lopez is a good enough fighter, has a good enough IQ to make the adjustment. I don't know why he's not making the adjustment.
Now Martin comes with a left uppercut.
Got him frustrated right now. Lopez still trying to get to him. He's touching with the right hand, but Martin is catching Lopez up top with left hands.
Martin has kept the same energy from the first round until now. He's confident, he believes he can win, and he's trying to win with every punch that he throws.
Ooh.
Just spoke with Teofimo Sr. about that right hook. He says, look, I know he's getting caught with it, he's working on it, but I'm more concerned about my son working to the body, doubling up, because when he goes to the body, Sandor just backs up without throwing.
That was the stated strategy. And you heard a few rounds ago when he came back to the corner, his father gave him the instructions. He immediately said, the fighter himself, Teofimo, said, I have to go lower, don't I? We have 3 rounds to go. Close fight here at MSG. Through 7 rounds, this is a tight fight here between Teofimo Lopez and the upset-seeking Sandor Martin. This was ruled not a knockdown in the last round. As Lopez came forward, cuffing, check right hook, and then he went down to the canvas, but Ricky Gonzalez said no knockdown. There was a knockdown scored by Martin in round number 2. And in a close fight, that one single 10-8 round could make a big difference.
Fight's up for grabs right now. No doubt about it. Whoever win these next 2 rounds, clearly, is probably going to win this fight.
Listen, Martin is still sitting on the right hook. He's still landing the right hook. If it lands in the right spot, there's going to be some trouble.
Martin's a tremendous boxer, man. He's exiting well. Great angles, great footwork, great timings tonight.
See the reaction of those watching. Ryan Garcia said, Teofimo having a hard time. Here we are, not even a minute into round number 8. So much on the line. You think of Teofimo's career, the rapid ascent, calling his shot for Lomachenko, getting that done, then the shocking loss to George Kambosos. Of course, Devin Haney now the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. We expect Haney and Loma in the first part of 2023.
Corner of Martin has done a great job to get the blood from running down the nose and in the nose. Both seem to be okay at the moment.
Nice right hand down to the body for Lopez. Still trying to take that air out of the tires, man. Martin still moving light and efficient on his feet. I knew that counter was coming.
Always.
No, see, the thing is that Lopez was able to land to the body, but then he shot for the head, and Martin was waiting on that. Stepped back and came back with his own counters.
Good counter from Lopez.
Ooh, now Martin is getting on the jab now. The double stick from the outside. Lopez not expecting that. Lopez now looking for the right hook. But Martin switched it up with the double jab, catching Lopez.
Good adjustment. We'll see if he can bring the left hand behind it.
It's a very close fight, fellas. Good right hand from Lopez. But where's the follow-up? Another good right hand that partially landed.
6 minutes to go. You can see the urgency.
Let go of your hands. That guy's trying to survive, trying to win on points.
Teofimo Lopez Sr., that sense of concern here. This is round number 9, scheduled for 10, as his son, the former undisputed lightweight champion, trying to get past the upset-seeking Sandor Martin. Teofimo Lopez, a 7-1 favorite. Martin was a 10-1 underdog when he defeated Mikey Garcia in October of 2021. He has counterpunched effectively, scored a knockdown in round 2. And in what is seemingly a very close fight, that could be a major difference.
Martin makes the mistake of reaching and then trying to pull out. You can't do that with a fighter as quick as Teofimo. He needs to throw that punch and fall in, tie up, and reset.
Rafael Martin, Sandor's father, yelled out. You can see him coming, and he's holding because he's getting tired and frustrated.
No doubt about the frustration. Give credit, by the way, to Rafa Martin, the father, the trainer, but the cut man of Sandor Martin, who has dealt with that nose very, very well.
Oh, yeah.
That bad clash that,
Yes.
you know, to our eye of having called thousands of fights, you know, appears to be a broken nose. You can see the discoloring around the eyes. You can see the swelling. You saw the blood streaming down from the nostrils, as well as the disfigurement of the bridge of the nose.
Biggest issue for Teo is he's throwing one shot at a time. He's not letting his hands go in combination for him.
Stop.
So one shot goes, Martin can counter that.
That's right.
You're throwing combinations, now he has to worry about a lot of offense coming his way.
Yeah, first one you may try to counter, but there's going to be 2 or 3 coming behind it. But that's not the case. Could Martin pull off another upset here?
This is just simple boxing, Tess. Simple boxing by Martin. Taking advantage of all the holes in Teofimo Lopez's game.
This crowd that was roaring for the Brooklyn-born Lopez is now very quiet. They have been tamed as Martin has fought his kind of fight.
Para la campana.
And here come the final instructions for Teofimo Lopez from his dad. Let's listen in.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. Let rest. What happened? ¿Qué pasó?
They're going to steal this fight from you. Come on.
¿Qué pasó?
What's up? What's wrong?
¿Qué te pasó, gordo?
What's wrong, Gordo?
Tienes que pelear, gordo.
You have to fight, Gordo.
Turn around, face the center of the ring. Last round comes good, right?
Papi, please. Remember, you got those 2 points from the fall down. All right? You got this, bro. You're fighting him far. He's smart. He hits you and then leaves. You got to catch him, all right? Tiene que ganarlo fuerte.
You have to win this round, and you have to win it convincingly.
You heard him say, please, please. Teofimo never sat down before this 10th and final round of a close fight. Remember, a 10-8 second round for Martin. Dre, who's winning this fight right now?
I don't know. This fight is close. The knockdown obviously is helping Martin. There's been some close rounds where Teo's landed the flashier, heavier shots, and Martin has landed some shots that snapped the head back of Lopez. You don't know what these judges are thinking. This is a tough fight to score. Neither fighter can be comfortable going into this last round.
Timmy?
I think right now the Spaniards are ahead right now on points. Maybe by 1 point. Right now. I think whoever wins this last round is going to win this fight. You know, I look at who looks uncomfortable in the matchup. It's not Martin. Martin is doing his thing. Exactly what he wants to do. But Teo seems to want to be frustrated and uncomfortable.
Well, that's because the burden is on him to perform. He's owned Heisman night with the performances that he's put on. He's in his backyard. He's in the big building at MSG. So there's a lot of pressure to not just do enough, but to shine. And he's not shining right now. He's doing good, but Martin is doing good as well.
Look at that. Pop the head back just with a nice little stiff jab right down the middle.
And Martin engenders confidence, as we noted yesterday when we met with him. This is a guy who said, hey, we live in 2 different worlds, Teofimo and me. He's in the world of entertainment. I live in the world of boxing. He's out there recording interviews and watching the Knicks and shopping. I'm training. That's the difference.
Yes.
Hey, this is the 10th round. Where is the urgency from Teofimo?
That's a very good point. And his father was asking that as well.
It's hard to hit a moving target. Understand that. Martin legs, the angles he takes, the way he escapes, is difficult to plant and nail your opponent when he's moving as good as Martin is, or as well as Martin is.
Martin is taking this crowd completely out of the fight, Test, to your point earlier.
Nice shot right there from Teo.
Madison Square Garden should not be quiet on Heisman night.
Oh, he turned.
He turned him and threw that right hand when Teofimo's head was through the ropes. So there is a strong warning from Ricky Gonzalez. But to your point, MSG on Heisman night, that's been Teofimo's night. It shouldn't be this quiet.
Nice right
There's
hand.
a surging
Nice
right
double
hand by Lopez. Best punch he's landed in some time. Late rally here by Teofimo Lopez. Check right hook, more offense from Teofimo. Got to just bite down and get after it here. There's another right hand. And you can see Sandor Martin believes he has done it again. Seemingly fighting with a broken nose from the first round on, but look at him celebrating. He believes that he has pulled the upset here at MSG over Teofimo Lopez, who was a 7-1 favorite, the former undisputed world champion. Going to be very interested to see what the judges come up with here. And circle that second round. Great respect from both men. Let's look at our punch of the night, brought to you by AutoZone. And it is Jared Anderson, the big, impressive heavyweight, originally from Ohio. He is now 13-0 with 13 knockouts, dismissing the veteran Jerry Forrest. Everybody is labeling Jared Anderson as the next great heavyweight. We're going to take a very short break, and when we come back, do we have an upset of Teofimo Lopez? Don't go anywhere. Cup because Sandor Martin turned to us yesterday and he said it's going to be a weekend of surprises. Watch the World Cup and watch what I do. Right now watching on is the family of Teofimo Lopez. You see his son there, Teofimo the fourth. So much on the line here in a title eliminator as Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. And in part by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. We have veteran judges to make this decision as you look across all the fights of this year and how this will go down. We have Guido Cavalieri, who has been in many big spots before, Max DeLuca, who has over 1,700 career fights, and Pascual Procopio with his 847th career fight. Let's hear from those judges. Do we have an upset at Teofimo here?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside Madison Square Garden, we go to the judges' scorecards for the Bud Light Celebration decision. Guido Cavalieri scores the bout 95-94 Martin. Max DeLuca scores the bout 96-93 Lopez. Pascual Procopio scores the bout 97-92 for your winner by split decision. And still WBO International and the new NABF Junior Welterweight Champion, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez.
Very wide spread of 97-92 for Teofimo Lopez on that last score that we heard read. And you hear a very lukewarm decision reaction to the split decision. Heisman nights in the past have been a little more dramatic when Teofimo Lopez put on the Kyler Murray jersey.